The partnership is excellent. The bank is participating in a number of sectors in the government. They are in roads, in agriculture, in education, in water, in health, and quite a number of other sectors. And it's an excellent relationship we have with the bank. The added value is that they are easier to discuss. They do understand the operational environment of the country much better than other donors. They have listened and appreciated some of our challenges, which at times we find difficult to get other people to be convinced on. So, and of course, our projects the projects that they have financing and they are continuing to finance have added quite significant impact on the development of the economy and the society in general. So all in all, the value is quite high. They're quite relevant because they coincide with our strategic plan. We have got what we call the National Development Plan, and we have also what we call the Vision for 2040. Now these high fives, they relate very well and integrate very well with the development objectives of Uganda in as far as our national development plan is concerned. First of all, let me state this, that one of Uganda government's objective, or actually goal, immediate goal now, is industrialization of the country. And when I was appointed Minister of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, one of the tasks, the major tasks I was given, is how to help Uganda industrialize. So in that context, therefore, African Development Bank theme for this meeting we have just concluded very nicely fits in with our main objective as we speak now. You know, the bank has reached now, the demands on it by the members, particularly in Africa here, are extremely colossal. The bank needs a lot of money in order to meet the needs of the various countries in Africa, particularly the members of the bank. And therefore, like anything, that the bank has grown, not only in terms of its portfolio to lend, but I believe even the number of projects now they're handling is increased. Therefore, I think we have now reached a level where the bank, with its current level of resources, is not able to meet all the demands that are placed on it by the African states. And therefore, there is a need now to rethink and add more capital into the bank if the bank has to maintain its rating. Otherwise, it's going to reach a point when the amount of money it has lent out, the ratios far exceed the normally acceptable ratios for the bank to appear viable. So therefore, it's me and my view, it's appropriate, and we have full support with the president of the bank in calling us to increase our capital contribution to the bank. I think our cluster, because some of these sectors are they move hand to hand, they move in tandem. Currently now the issue is mainly two. Not that we are forgetting the others, but the ones now I'm focusing on is infrastructure. Why? because with improved infrastructure, and infrastructure here mainly concentrating on roads, I'm referring to electricity, generation, distribution, transmission and distribution. Among the high five is industrialization of Africa. In the industrialization process, we are going to answer many things, but I will mention two. One is the question of improving on our exports. Whereas with agricultural produce, fine agricultural products, but still it's good that we add value to those agricultural products, even if we have to export them. So that calls the industry for industry. Then two, employment. Employment of particularly of the youth. On an average, every year the universities and institutions of higher learning are offloading about 500,000 younger Ugandans onto the labor market. And we think that industries can absorb, if the country moves very fast in industrialization, on its industrialization program, industries can absorb much of this young labor that is coming out of institutions. So, in that case, if you ask me really where is your focus, my focus, I will summarize it, is to concentrate on things that make doing business easy in Uganda. And there are two major ones, as among others. It is the question of infrastructure, particularly roads and railways and power. Those, to me, are key in attracting anybody to come and start industries in the country. Well, virtually now every African country is talking of modernization. We're talking about good roads, good schools, good hospitals, increase the living standards of the people, talking electricity, good housing, and so forth. So, Africa has got many untouched resources, many. So, the pressure for demand for investment, to get all these resources out so that we can create wealth, which our people can now enjoy and also live like other human beings, particularly in developed countries, is exceptionally high, and we are all geared to achieve that objective, because this is what we are there, particularly as leaders. We are meant to improve the quality of living of our people. So really, in a summary, the African continent is moving forward. All we need now to reorganize ourselves properly, work as a team, either through regional blocks, so that when we are organized, then there is already a big market within Africa itself. We are doing it in East African community, if you remember very well, but not perfect, but we are moving. One of our main objective why we want to get together is to create one single market, so that when we produce, before we look outside to the outside world, we have got our local market, which can be able to take much of what we are producing. Secondly, Africa, not only must we look at our economy, but also our future security. How secure are we when we are divided the way we are now? So if we come together, then our security is not, I'm not going to say it's guaranteed, but it will be better when, united we stand and divided we fall. I will end it there.